Hey everybody. No hands. I don't know how that sounded on the microphone, but I was being childish and having fun. Today's not a versus. You guys, it's Thanksgiving, and we are filming this ahead of time because we're stuffing our faces and or working. But for today's video, we have a blend that was gifted to me by Anthony at Castle Briars. And it's vLJ Peretti's Thanksgiving Day 2021. He jarred this and kept this set aside and offered it to me, and I happily accepted. I thought about getting some of this year's Thanksgiving Day blend, but that was not in the cards.
Apparently the dog is in a mood that if she can't crush you, she doesn't want anything to do with you.
Yeah.
All or nothing.
I'll tell you guys, if you find yourself in the Phoenix area, you got to check out the Cigar Inn. That was the shop I made it to while I was down there. Really great people. It's a family-run establishment. They have a really good selection, a fantastic selection. And in fact, they had some McClellan blends bulk on the shelf, and they weren't dry out or nothing. They were moist. They were well taken care of. And I got some 9 to 5 for Katie.
It's pretty good. Not too shabby.
And I got the Sutliff's Vanilla Flake, which they don't make anymore near as I can tell. It smells and tastes a lot like Mac Baron's Vanilla Flake, but the flake process is definitely different. And the vanilla a hair stronger.
It's got something spicy in it.
All the description says about this one is that there's 7 different tobaccos.
One of them's spicy. Spicy.
Well, we have a VR to do. And it's for Smokin' Fred. He wants to know favorite genre of music and a song and the artist who it's by, if you have one.
That's hard. My current liked list on Spotify has dance music, 90s music, rock and metal, and what would you consider the lax?
Country rap.
Really? That sounds wrong.
It's sort of the genre they fit in.
Well, there's some country on there too. Some Shania Twain. Some Korn. Some Rammstein. Benny Benassi.
I've been trying to think about this one for days, and there's only one song that I could listen to like 100 times, right, without getting bored of it. And that song, I think I have listened to 200 or 300 times since I first heard it. So I guess that makes it my favorite.
Is it that one from the Scottish lady?
No. There's this song is by a band called Crossfade. It's called Colors. And it was one of the very first songs where like the lyrics like reached out and slapped me. It really resonated a lot of the values and morals that my dad tried to impress upon me as a careless teenager. You know, you always need to try and put your best foot forward. You need to make sure that you're portraying yourself as the person you want to be. Those kinds of things. And the song doesn't necessarily outright say that, but it, I really like it, and it speaks to me, and it always has. But yeah, no, I guess that one would have to be a favorite for me if I had to name one right now. I'm sure, 3 weeks from now I'll say something else. Right up there with it is Simple Man. Any of the renditions of Simple Man, I like those a lot. Offspring's Pretty Fly for a White Guy. Once again, it's the memories. Yeah, I'm a nostalgic person when it comes to music. As soon as I hear a song, I can be right back in that moment I first heard it. So, Boyz II Men doesn't bring back any good memories. I was always crammed in the back of my mom's car as she just went nuts for Boyz II Men, and I was just confused. Did not understand why this was on the radio, why she was screaming it in the car. I didn't get it.
My mom listened to country. Tim McGraw, Garth Brooks, Shania Twain. I grew up with all of them.
Oh, me too, but that was in my dad's truck. In Mom's car, we listened to R&B and pop and whatever else she wanted to listen to.
My dad listened to the oldies. Oh gosh, it was like so 70s rock.
We listen to
the oldies now.
We listen to is it Paul Harvey? The Rest of the Story? That's the rest of the story. I sent that to a bunch of people today on Facebook. I listened to that with my dad. Listened to Rush Limbaugh. Listened to country music, classic rock. Eagles.
Yeah.
CCR.
The Eagles. NXS or INXS. Were they 80s? They were 80s, I think.
They weren't in my repertoire.
No?
No.
Oh man, there's one album I know like darn near every song to.
There's one album I know every song to. And it's not just Offspring's Americana, which is where Pretty Fly for a White Guy is on.
Limp Bizkit?
Oh yeah, Chocolate Starfish.
And the hot dog flavored water. Yes.
No, not just that one either. Creedence Clearwater Revisited. It's their, like, not all the band members join back up. It's their, like, attempt to come back together. It's a collection of their greatest hits from, I think, their first or second tour together. And I listened to that at full volume. I think it's 3 or 4 discs. It's one of those multiple CD collections when I got my hands on it.
Oh yeah, it was so cool when you had like the CD case that was real thick and it had like an extra layer in there.
Yeah.
No booklet because there's no room.
And my 81 El Camino, I installed a 6-disc changer to go with my 2 12-inch subs and my 3,000 watt amp. And it's funny I don't have hearing problems, huh?
That is actually.
Yeah, no, I had a separate amp for all my speakers, and then the one for my subs, and then just a giant alternator, capacitor. Had a hell of a sound system crammed in that El Camino.
I just had what came in the Jeep. Grand Cherokee. They were pretty decent.
Whoa. Just retro hailed a little spark onto my hand. That'll make you feel smart.
You did it again. You put holes in your shirt.
Smoking too aggressively. Based on the original description of this tobacco versus the state it's in 2021, I would expect diminishing returns to anyone who's going to try and long-term cellar this. Because I don't taste a lot of the rum. I taste some tobaccos and some soft sweetness, but nothing distinct.
I think there's Perique in there.
No.
No?
You don't remember that 1950s Edgeworth?
No.
Where the Perique was the only thing that didn't age? It was very, very intense. The flavors were crazy. Not tasted anything like that since. But, yeah, no, that Edgeworth, all you could taste was just Perique slapping you in the face.
No, it's not slapping in the face. There's a little bit of that spicy back of the throat Perique thing going on.
I disagree entirely. But I appreciate Anthony giving this to me. And if you guys ever get a chance to check out his work on Instagram, I don't think he posted on Facebook, but he does some really, really just tremendous job on some of the classic shapes.
Very pretty.
He doesn't like doing the unique stuff. I have one of his unique ones, and I'm super proud to have it.
Yes, you are.
I'm so proud. But I regret nothing, even though it's one of the more expensive pipes I have. But yeah, sorry, got derailed there. I was talking about the music because it's Fred's VR. I got derailed. I'm sorry, Fred. It's late. I'm tired. I've been traveling. But I hope that works for you, man. And as far as this blend goes, it's still not bad.
No.
I mean, if the flavors were more intense, brand new, which I guess we would need to order some, which I can order now, but I think I'll wait till next year. I've got my hands pretty full building up the bulk in my cellar. Our cellar. Mostly my cellar. Just trying to build that up to a point where I'm satisfied with it, where I don't feel like I'm missing anything I might want.
You keep finding more and more things I like.
Yeah, that's because you like Latakia.
That is the flavor of the month, or 2 or 3.
Or 6.
No, hasn't been that long. That might just be me now.
If you mix Latakia with Molto Dolce, would you like it more?
I've tried it. It's delicious.
Yeah, I thought so.
Tried lots of things with some Latakia. No, I have not mixed those.
Or Paladin?
Wait, no. Paladin I have not. Cold Blood Red Moon, yes. That was also quite delicious.
Paladin?
No, I have not tried it with Paladin. With Cold Blood Red Moon.
I like Paladin.
Same.
I'd like to make an apology to everyone who goes to the Stumbo Family Lives. I was on a plane coming back home and could not make it to the live this time. It'll be the first one I genuinely missed in quite some time.
Unavoidable.
Yeah, this was unavoidable.
I had to take the flights you could take.
And the way the airports were just yesterday, I don't think today would have been any better.
Oh my gosh, yeah, no. Oh. That experience, I don't think will leave me. If we discuss trying to, go anywhere around a holiday, a few days before or a few days after, that's going to be a hard no.
I kind of wish I had stayed just for one reason. So, you book a place last minute, right? The prices are all sky high. I got to stay at a vacation resort for the same price as a Sheraton. I don't know if that's because their prices were low or the Sheraton was high. Either way, same prices. And I would have liked to have visited the water park because water park admission for the water park inside the resort was included with the stay. But I spent so much time working that I didn't get to go to the water park.
Mm.
So I would have liked to have done that. I could care less about eating at the restaurant that's on site. I don't care. But I haven't been to a genuine water park in a long, long time.
Mm.
That would have been fun.
Indeed.
I think tomorrow I'm going to try and see if I can get Katie to smoke a cigar.
Maybe.
We were gifted these very nice cigars for our wedding. Part of a wedding present. I think you should have one, and we should record it.
You would.
I will let them vote. Not that it'll make any point in the decision, but you will have peer pressure.
It's already peer pressure now. You have to teach me how to do it. Twist my arm. Oh, was that twisting my arm?
Yeah, we're tightening down the screws like for torture.
I'll leave it torture.
You want to do the wheel paint again?
No, thank you. No, thank you. Someone else's turn.
Yeah? You're going to smoke the lumberjack?
That was a lot for a day. An afternoon.
You know I could do that.
Okay.
Good but I want to
good for you.
Philip's lumberjack and watch you smoke the whole lumberjack.
No, thank you. That's a bit much.
Is it, though? Is it?
Yes.
This is not bad tobacco.
Mm.
I'm wondering if this is how a lot of the aromatics we have cellared away. If this is what's going to happen to them, like the flavors slowly mellow and it just becomes the base tobacco.
Right, with just like a hint of the aromatic.
Then we can have like a retrospective discussion on whether or not the tobacco was absolute crap. So like Sutliff's Blackthorn Shillelagh.
Mm.
Stuff has a lot of booze in it.
Mm.
Once that's all gone, will that
That's
reveal
true.
whether or not it was top-notch tobacco or one that just was going to complement the whiskey because it just sort of tasted off?
Guess we'll see.
Yeah.
It's coming up on a year. Crack into it and see.
We'll crack into it. We got so many jars of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think based on the tin I was looking at, the Palmetto Balkan will hit a year before we hit a year on the Blackthorn Shillelagh.
Okay.
That was 224.
Mm.
I don't know. Oh, I hope everybody has a great Thursday. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. I hope that you're enjoying it with people you want to be around. And if you're not doing it with people you want to be around, I hope you're finding a way to squeeze some enjoyment out of it. Whether it's crop dusting the kids' table or making subtle compliments about someone else's cooking. Southern compliments, subtle Southern compliments on other people's cooking.
Mm.
I hope you find a way to have all the joy in the world. We are going to be as relaxed as ever. We're going to just do what we do when we do it.
Yep.
There's no plans of any stable kind, and that's my favorite kind of day.
Well, I mean, I did some food prep tonight, and I have my order of operations plans for the oven tomorrow.
I will interfere with none of it, but let's be honest, I'll probably help with none of it.
We'll see.
No.
That'd be good. Nice and relaxing.
Hope everyone has a good one. We'll talk to you later.